One, two. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Jamie Lisk.
And I'm Stan Hart. And this is Film, Unknown, Cult, and Cool. So what are we looking at this week, Jamie?
We're going to look at The Traveler, Jonathan R. Skosik's The Traveler.
I don't know,
It's supposed to be the second road on the left. There's supposed to be a bent sign pole.
Okay. Well, we got a bent stop sign and a bent pole. I mean, I don't know, there's no sign on that.
I think it's the bent pole.
I don't know, I mean, there's no sign on that. I mean, you know your mother, I mean, there's a bent stop sign right there.
There could have been a sign on it once. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, we'll just come back.
That's Jonathan R. Skosik and Melanie DeSandro as Alan and Susan Chesterton, who are on a road trip to salvage their marriage.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do now. I don't know where to go. I don't know.
Well, just keep driving. These roads have to go somewhere. They don't just go to the end of the earth.
Yeah. Hey, look what... Maybe... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell?
What?
It died.
What do you mean it died?
I don't know, it just died.
In a fashion keeping with the genre, the car stalls in the middle of nowhere.
Wonder who's in that house.
It's probably just some drunken kids.
Well, they might have a cell phone, though.
They probably don't.
It's worth a try. Come on, let's check it out.
I don't want to go in the house, honey.
Scared, huh?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay. Why don't you wait in the car? I'll check it out.
Alan, wait. I'll go with you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, through the woods, they spot a house, and after some debate, they decide to investigate. They quickly discover that a group of people have already gathered there to tell ghost stories.
Hey.
How's it going? My name's Alan. This is my wife, Susan. Our car broke down outside.
Alan and Susan decided to stay with the group until morning when their car didn't start. However, it isn't long before an uninvited guest arrives, calling himself the Traveler.
Hello.
Who are you?
Oh, forgive me. I'm the owner of this house.
Okay, I didn't think anyone owned this house.
Well, you are wrong.
So what are you doing here?
Yes. What indeed? Well, you see, there have been many turns here over the years. I always try to make the best use of them, and up till now they've provided me with much amusement. But it's been a long time, from your perspective, of course, since anyone has lived here. And always it's been a small number. 1 or 2 people at the most. But tonight, Tonight I have all of you here, all at once. How very exciting to have so many guests. Why, it's an opportunity I simply can't afford to pass up. I intend to make the fullest possible use of this night. Now then, what shall we do? Oh yes, I know. Let's play a game.
What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you?
Rather complicated question. Let's just say I'm a traveler of sorts. Now then, let's go over the rules of the game.
What the hell are you talking about? What game?
I've got a clever little idea. I'm going to torture you all to death. There will be one survivor. You will each vote to determine who shall be taken next. Between each murder, I shall leave to give you time to contemplate your decision. When it comes down to the final two, I will determine the survivor. My decision will be based upon what will be the most amusing to me. Any questions?
So, what did you think of this movie?
Well, I gotta tell you, first time I saw this movie, I was that close to shutting it off. That close. You know, the beginning, acting is terrible. Kind of slow getting on there. But once it starts happening, it started happening.
Yeah.
It was like, what the hell?
Yes, okay, like, the guy that directed this movie, his name is Jonathan Arskosik. He's a first-time director. He also plays the actor, Al. It's a, as I just explained, it's about a couple, Alan and Susan Chesterton. And let me just say right off the bat that the woman that plays Susan Chesterton, her name is Melanie DeSandro. She is so bad that they actually had to dub her lines over. But anyways, like, the film, it is kind of slow going, getting into it. You're kind of like, you're kind of like going, what's going on here? Like, there's not much happening. It's really slow going. The scene where they're in the car, it just, the audio, I mean, the dialogue just feels really contrived, and it doesn't really work at all. It's not flowing properly, but you got to chalk that up to the fact that they're amateur actors, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But we got to say the guy that plays the guy that plays E.F. Ulrich, aka the Traveler.
No, there's
Sean Burke.
Yeah.
What a performance! That guy.
Yeah.
It's like a study.
Saved. It's like he saves the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Every time, it's one of the few times, like, I've watched a lot of horror films, and a lot of times there's like the serial killer, the guy who's killing people, not serial killer, but in a sense, the guy who's killing people. You kind of get tired of him, and you really don't look. When I see Freddy, I don't really care when Freddy comes back. Yeah, he's interesting and stuff, but after a while you get bored of his shtick, right? It gets old really quick. But with this guy, he's just something so odd about him. He's so menacing, and he's so refined in what he does.
That's just it. It's like he's like this English butler. He's
exactly.
So refined, yet
and it's really subtle. It's really subtle character work, and I really liked it. And I couldn't wait for him to come back into the room, even though you knew what was going to happen next. You knew somebody's going to get brutally murdered when he came back in the room. I still liked seeing him come back. But
Mr. Chesterton.
Mr. Chesterton, yeah. And I think we should talk about the gore. I mean, it is like the film
over the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, it was inspired by the gore horror films that were coming out, like Hostel, the torture movies, but like this thing, like it ramps it up. I mean, there's scenes in this movie that are just mind-bogglingly gory, and like what's his name? Who did the special effects for this? Steve Toland, right?
Yeah.
The scene where they
outstanding job. Like,
yeah. It's amazing stuff.
Brutally realistic.
For a low budget film.
For a film of this caliber,
and there's
not CGI, not a drop of it.
No, in the scene where he takes the shaver out and starts shaving off the woman's shins. That's like such a hard scene to watch. I mean, there's even a scene.
He scrapes the bone, little shavings of bone,
and it's
coming off her shin.
It's just, I can't. I had trouble watching it, and I'm not like. I have trouble watching like some movie like Cannibal Holocaust. I couldn't watch, but like this one was like right up there with Cannibal Holocaust in the sense that it was very squeamish.
Put this with the guinea pig,
Yeah, guinea pig movies. Yeah, exactly.
This would follow up just.
This was
perfect.
like, if you were a gore fan or a fan of gore, this is absolutely the movie for you. But like
you might have to skip about chapter 8 or so but.
Well, yeah, you have to get to the opening, the really slow for the payoff.
I don't know. Maybe that's good though. It's like you're mind-numbingly bored.
Yeah,
just
and then it makes
about
the impact
and
so
all of
much
a sudden,
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah, it
just
makes the impact
crazy.
of the violence so much greater. The thing about it is, like I said, like the fact that like the scenes are really strange in the sense that like a porno movie, the action literally the story has to stop for these gore scenes to play out, and they really don't add a lot to the storyline, other than the fact that you know that they don't have a lot of good things going to happen to them in the future. It's sort of not really building towards anything outside. It's the ending's obviously nihilistic, but the I don't know. It just seemed that it just took away from the film in a way, like these extended gore sequences, because it took away from the story. You could have instead of this really drawn out gore sequence or torture sequence, you could have like character development, but there's not there. It's not really moving them. But like I said, like a porno is there to titillate you, and there's nothing else to it.
Yeah, but you got to take into account who watches pornos. Guys, so they want the porn. You know?
So it's the same thing with gore, right?
This is gore.
Yeah, well, if you're going into this movie expecting your story...
But then again, yeah, see, that's what I didn't get. I never heard of this movie, just put it out of the box and then started watching it. Was like, you know, because I didn't even read the
what?
The synopsis or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
I had no idea that
it
was a gore movie or if this was a...
Yeah.
You know, whatever, and it was just sucking there for a while. But then the gore, so I saved it. Gore and
well, I mean, what
the end. Well,
I didn't like
the gore, but
well, see, like I had a problem with the ending of the film. I thought it was a real letdown. It was really building like the idea that it was building towards something like, but the ending is just kind of really strange, and you're kind of like, well, you know, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I didn't care for the ending, and I was a little disappointed in that.
See, I was still wrapped up in the gore, so I didn't really pay it. If you asked me the first time I watched this, how did it end, I would have went...
Yeah, exactly. Right. I guess... Yeah,
but, you know, got her knee, you know, shaved her shins off, and then shaved her face off with the cleaner.
It's
hook and
it does sort of trump everything else in the film.
Who cares how it ends?
What plot? Yeah,
but, you know...
Okay, another thing I liked... There was like a real ominous atmosphere to the film that I really liked. I kind of liked it. It was something. It was
in the latter half.
It was really the movie was kind of mean spirited. I don't know if I liked it so much, but it was really mean spirited. And like the fact when he started killing them, they're making the vote on it, and they were, you know, turning on each other, and it was becoming really ugly. And I thought there's something like it was so ugly. Like the film was. It wasn't like it was showing like the worst like aspects of people.
Exactly.
And I know I didn't really like that, but. I don't know that. I'm not really sure what else to talk about.
I don't know. People watch Survivor to see that same thing.
Yeah, I know, and this was clearly inspired by it. But and there was a scene at the end that I thought was kind of cool, and it was a scene where it's a scene at the end where he takes the name. I'm not.
Oh yeah.
And he writes. He's writing Ulrich, and he finds out it's an anagram for something. I thought that was just really cool. I mean, I don't know why I thought it was cool, but I just thought it was kind of cool.
I was thinking myself the same thing, but
I
was too wrapped up in the gore to sit down and
I had no idea that it was an anagram. I had no idea. I just thought it's a really cool moment, and you're going, oh, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. What's going on here? But clearly you knew that there was a
supernatural element.
Yeah, of course, So he's obviously the devil or something.
Some kind of supernatural thing there, but
I guess that's.
With his little case, jeez.
He
comes prepared for torture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That crack. I mean, and you see him pulling this out or that out, you know, and he's like, "What's the hell is he gonna do with that?"
Yeah, I know. Like,
what's he gonna do with that stapler?
The scene where he like, we seem to be reflecting mostly on the gore, but like the scene where he knocks this guy's teeth
out with the chisel.
It's just like, what is going on? That reminded me a lot of the scene in Katie Bird. But the thing about the thing, it was just like the gore, the violence was so graphic. It was handled so well for a film with this low budget. It was really well handled.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of ironic that, like, usually you get that flash of gore and the suddenness of it.
Yeah, and this was just
that's what puts the impact. But this was like right in your face,
and it was drawn out. I mean,
and you're cringing,
and you had to look away, but you still, when you look back, it's still there. You know what I mean? And that was kind of, I don't know if that's what you want. I definitely recommend it if you want a great plot.
Gorehound. You watch the last half.
Absolutely. So I'm not really sure what else to say about this other than.
Where we get it.
Oh yeah, where do you gotta get it?
Another
comes-
fine Pendulum picture.
Comes as part of the Pendulum Craze Killer set. It's one of the movies in there. It really doesn't belong in this set. It might better belong in.
Eternal Evil.
Yeah. Hey, great job, Pendulum guys. But anyways, so you can get it also in this.
Or the 50 movie Tomb of Terrors box set.
Yeah. And if you're gonna get, well, I don't know, but there's a lot of interesting movies in this one.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get it, I'd say get it for this one. But get this movie for this one. I mean, there's a few other good ones in there.
12 bucks, 20 bucks.
Exactly, but this is, I guarantee
Six
this is the one you won't be
50
able to
movies.
forget. And it's gonna come. And if you haven't watched this and you actually stumble upon it, I guarantee you were just as surprised as we were when you watched it for the first time. So, anyways, that's the show, I guess.
Oh yeah, don't forget, if you look it up on the Internet Movie Database, 1L.
Oh yeah, it's 1L.
1L.
Yeah, it's strange. It's 1L. But anyways, the guys that made the movie are apparently illiterate. But anyways,
They've never made anything else either.
I don't know. Maybe there's something going on there. I don't know.
Lucifer only has 1L.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, maybe. But, so that's our show, I guess.
Maybe it's an anagram.
Oh, yeah, it could be. It's very possible. I don't know. So, anyways, that's the show for this week or whatever.
All right.
I'm Jamie. This is Stan.
Catch you later.
We're out. See ya.